They poisoned my dog over a fence dispute, so I ruined their lives one by one. I didn't know what quiet hatred sounded like until my dog stopped barking. His name was Harley, a 6-year-old black lab who'd been with me through everything. My divorce, my dad's funeral, losing my job during the pandemic. He didn't judge. He didn't complain. He just sat beside me, tail thumping, eyes full of the kind of loyalty you don't get from people. I live in this small suburb. You know the type. Cookie cutter houses, neighbors who smile at you in the driveway, and then report you to the HOA behind your back. Mine, the Millers, husband, wife, and their precious lawn. We had a property line dispute about a year ago. Some rusty chain link fence that had been there since the 90s. I fixed it up on my side. They said I was trespassing. I told them to mind their own damn grass. That started it. Passive-aggressive comments, noise complaints, anonymous HO letters. But I didn't care. I had Harley, and Harley loved sitting by that fence watching squirrels and scaring the occasional jogger with his deep bark. He never bit, never even growled. He was just loud, like dogs are. Then one morning, I let him out like always, went inside to make coffee, and 10 minutes later, he was on the ground, convulsing. I panicked, rushed him to the emergency vet. It was too late. Poison, the vet said. Likely antifreeze. It's sweet. Dogs lick it up. I knew instantly who did it. The Millers had been complaining about Harley barking at their grandkids, said it was intimidating. Last week, I caught the husband staring over the fence with a smug look and muttered, "Not for long," but of course I had no proof. Cops wouldn't do anything. Unless you saw them do it, the officer said. We can't open a case. So I buried Harley in the backyard, right by the tree he used to nap under. And then I stared at that goddamn fence for hours, thinking. I could have gone over there, yelled, fought them, but what good would that do? Number I needed them to feel what I felt, to lose something they loved, but slower. So here's what I did. I started with their reputation. Mr. Miller ran a small business, landscaping, had one of those spotless white trucks with his name on it in curly letters. Clean Cut Gardens. I knew a guy who worked part-time for him and hated his guts. Paid cash under the table, no benefits, treated workers like dirt. I posted fake job listings in his name, promised high pay, benefits, even relocation assistance. Hundreds of messages poured in. Then I reported him to the Department of Labor for not having employee insurance. Guess what? He didn't. He got fined. Then investigated for tax fraud. That was just the warm-up. Next came his wife. She sold homemade candles on Etsy. Harmless, right? Except I bought one, had it tested, and found traces of lead in the wicks. One anonymous message to a mommy blog later, and her entire shop got flooded with 1-star reviews and refund requests. She tried defending herself in a Facebook group, got roasted alive. Then came the grandkids. No, I didn't hurt them. I'm not a monster. But I did call the school anonymously and report that one of them had brought a suspicious-looking edible candy to class, just enough to spark a drug search. The kid was innocent, of course, but it scared the family so badly, they pulled all 3 out of school for a week, made them paranoid, made them afraid. By this point, the Millers were unraveling, fighting loudly at night. I'd hear them through the fence. Mr. Miller screaming about online trolls ruining his business. Mrs. Miller sobbing over fake reviews. I didn't even have to do anything for days. I just watched, quietly, like Harley used to. But I wasn't done. The last part, the real revenge, I trained a new dog, another lab. Her name's Nova, a rescue. She's quieter than Harley, more watchful. I started walking her past their house every morning, just calmly, letting her sit near the same fence, no barking, no eye contact, just presence. The Millers can't stand it. One morning I saw Mrs. Miller peeking out the blinds. Nova just stared back, no sound, no movement, like a ghost. And then, final touch, I put up a plaque by the tree where Harley is buried. It says, "Here lies the goodest boy." He never bit anyone, but he barked at the wrong house. Now, every time they walk past, they see it. A silent reminder. No charges, no drama, just slow psychological erosion. You poison my dog, I won't scream, I won't fight, I'll outlive you in your own mind. Rest in peace, Harley.